friends. Welcome back to English Classes Online. My name is Benjamin, and in today's video, we are going to look at a letter of appreciation with focus on the key steps in the writing process. This lesson is aimed at helping you to improve your writing skills. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe to the channel by clicking on the subscribe button below. Make sure you click on the bell icon as well so that whenever a new video is uploaded on the channel, you will be notified instantly. Without much ado, let's dive into the lesson. Now we are going to use a past question as an example, something for illustration. And the question is as follows. Your uncle with whom you stayed during your primary school days treated you like his own child. Write a letter of appreciation to him, giving at least 2 ways he treated you like his child. Now, this question is taken from the Basic Education Certificate Examination of 2021. Now, let's first look at the features of an informal letter. Before you write a piece of writing, you need to understand the structure of that piece of writing, the parts that make up the whole. Now, the features of an informal letter are as follows. Number one, the writer's address and date. When you are writing an informal letter, you begin with your own address, followed by the date. Number two, the salutation. For example, dear father, dear mother, dear John, dear sister, dear uncle, and so on and so forth. All right. Then number three, the content of the letter made up of 3 sub-features. A, introduction, B, body, and C, conclusion. All right. After salutation, you have the content or the message of the letter, and that begins with the first paragraph, which is the introduction, and then paragraph 2 to 4, as the case may be, that make up the body, and then the last paragraph, which is for conclusion. Then number 4, you have the closing greetings that is called subscription. For example, yours sincerely. And number 5, your name, your first name only. I mean the writer's first name and a full stop. These are the features of an informal letter, because if you are writing a letter to your uncle, it is an informal letter. And if you are not conversant with what an informal letter means, an informal letter is a personal letter. It is a letter you write to someone with whom you share a personal relationship. Of course, your uncle is somebody that you are related to. So if you are writing a letter to someone you are related to either biologically or socially, then of course you are writing an informal letter. It is called a personal letter or a friendly letter or a private letter, all right? Now let's go to the next item, and that is the key steps in the writing process. Now, these steps naturally, pass through the features, because when you are building a house, you build the house according to the structure. If you are writing any piece of writing, then you do it according to its structure. So, step 1 is the first feature of the letter, you start by writing the writer's address and date. That's step number 1. You write your address and date. Step number 2, then you write the salutation. In this case, you are writing a letter to your uncle, so the salutation will be dear uncle, all right, or dear uncle X or Y, all right, depending on the way you choose to address your uncle. Now, one thing that is important in writing a personal letter is that you need to write the letter with the same tone in which you talk to the person in real life, all right? Step number 3, the message or the content of the letter in 3 parts. You begin the message with an introduction, which is the first paragraph, followed by the body of the letter, and then followed by the conclusion. Then after you have, rounded off the letter, the next thing is your closing greeting or the subscription. You then write yours sincerely. All right, I'm going to show you this, with a sample letter. And then step number 7, which is the final step in this writing process, is to write your name or the writer's name, and it should be the first name only. When you are writing a personal or an informal letter, you don't write your full names. In a formal letter, you need to write your full names, but in an informal or personal letter, you only write your first name. That shows the degree of familiarity that you share with the addressee or the receiver of the letter. Now, let's look at this letter and go through the process. Now, here you can see exactly. Let me move this down so we can see. So here you can see the address, all right? If you are, as a student, you may choose to use your school address, but you may as well choose to use your house address, all right? An address is an address. The important thing is that you have to make the address, to present your address in a correct manner. You can see the punctuations here. 20, Kano Street, Ojo, Lagos State, full stop. When you come to the end, you put a full stop. And then 10th November 2021, you have to put a full stop here. That is a typo here, is a typographical omission. So a full stop should come after 2021, all right? Then the next thing is dear uncle. This is the salutation. So you can see the address comes at the top right-hand side of your writing sheet. And after that, you go to the left-hand side, the next line, and right from the margin, you write, dear uncle. Now, it is an error when you leave a space here when writing your salutation. You don't leave any space. Some people will leave a space and come to this point and write dear. No, that is not correct. This is the way you should state it. Let it be on the margin, dear uncle, and then followed by a comma. After that, this is the first paragraph, and this is the introduction, the introductory paragraph. Now, let's look at what you have been asked to write in the letter. Your uncle with whom you stayed during your primary school days treated you like his own child. Write a letter of appreciation to him, giving at least 2 ways he treated you like his child. All right, so let's now go. Now, in your introductory paragraph, you need to give some background information, all right, so that your letter will be meaningful. So here let's go through what I have put down here for example. I am writing this letter to thank you for being an excellent and caring uncle during my stay with you in my primary school days. This is a direct method. You are going directly into the subject matter. I want you to understand that the introductory paragraph should contain at least, well, let me give you some of the ingredients that the introductory paragraph should contain. Okay. Number one, it should contain the subject matter. Number two, it should contain the thesis. Number three, which is optional, it can contain the enumeration. This is optional. So let me state it as optional. All right. And number four is the intro, which is also optional. So the two compulsory ingredients that should be in your first paragraph are the subject matter and the thesis. You might add the enumeration. The enumeration is, a list of the key points that you are going to discuss in the body of the letter. All right. So this is optional. Then the intro is a sentence that signifies that you are now moving on to the next paragraph. This is also optional. Now let's go through this and see which of these essential ingredients we have been able to put here. The first sentence here is the subject matter. The subject matter is the purpose of the letter, is what the letter is about. And in an exam, this is what will win you marks under content, So it's important. Now, this is how it is. I am writing this letter to thank you for being an excellent and caring uncle during my stay with you in my primary school days. You have given the subject matter and you have also given some background information why this letter is necessary in the first place. Now, anytime you are writing your first paragraph, which is where you put your introduction, the purpose is to show why this piece of writing is important in the first place, all right? Why should the reader be interested in it, all right? Now, let's continue. I want to sincerely appreciate you for treating me like your own child in all things throughout my stay with you. Again, you are giving more background information. Then you continue. I will give 2 specific instances of the numerous ways in which you treated me like your child. You have given a mini enumeration. You have referred to the fact that we are going to discuss at least 2 specific instances, all right? Now let's begin with the body of the letter. And so we are going to discuss these 2 points. Let's go. To start with, you received me joyfully into your family and made me feel at home like every other member of your household. All right, so this is the first point you want to discuss, how you were received into the family. That is one specific instance of how he treated you like his own child. Let's now continue. You introduced me as your daughter to members of your family and emphasized that all your children should see me as their own sister. You see, this is a clear instance of how he treated you as his own child. Thereafter, you made sure that I had access to all the things provided to your own children, including food, drinks, clothes, and so forth. So you have discussed this, how he received you and how he made you feel at home. Now let's go to the next. But not until we have undone all these. All right, so let's now go. Okay, so you can see, furthermore, you gave me both the financial and moral support that I needed for my schooling throughout the periods. You see, this is the second way, second instance of his treating you like his own child. And so you have mentioned this key point and you want to explain or expatiate. Now let's continue. I was never sent home for non-payment or late payment of school fees because you made sure that my school fees were paid on time. You bought me all the books needed for my classwork, and these helped me to participate effectively in all the lessons taught in class. Above all, you took time out of your very busy schedule to sit with me and ensure that I did all my homework. So you see, these are things that someone does for his or her own child, and he did it for you. So you have discussed the 2 points. The next paragraph will be the conclusion. And then this is how we can present it. In conclusion, I will forever remain grateful to you for the good moral values I learned from you, especially those of love and compassion for others. Give my warm regards to Mommy, Olu, Titi, and Bosse. Now, with this, the letter is rounded off, and all you need to do is to write the closing greetings or the subscription. This is how it can be done. Yours sincerely, comma, Fumi, full stop. Now take note that yours begins with capital letter Y, but sincerely begins with the small letter S. This is important. Some students will write this sincerely with a capital letter S, and that will make them lose a mark or half a mark, all right? And then some omit this comma, and that will also lead to loss of marks. It's important you end the letter with a full stop after your first name. So this is exactly how to write a letter of appreciation. I hope you have learned how this writing process is done. We have been looking at a letter of appreciation, the key steps in the writing process. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like the video and share it with your friends and relations. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe to the channel by clicking on the subscribe button below. Make sure you click on the bell icon as well, so that whenever a new video goes live on the channel, you will be notified instantly. I want to say a big thank you to all of you for being part of today's episode. If you are interested in the free PDF ebook that I have included in the description box, it will give you full explanation on the basic units of English grammar. Then you can click on the link and download it freely. You will also find my ebook titled Good Success in English, a complete study package for effective English learning. It will be helpful to you in your desire, in your pursuit of the goal of gaining proficiency in the use of English. If you are going in for any English exams, you might also want to download my ebook titled How to Score High in Your English Exams. Of course, there are other ebooks you will find in the description section, and you can click on each link to grab your own copy of the ebook. If you have any questions, suggestions, or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. Once again, I say a big thank you to all of you out there. I am using this opportunity to say a big thank you to all our subscribers for helping us to achieve our first 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. I want to say a big thank you to all of you, because without you, we wouldn't and we couldn't have made that modest achievement. So may God bless all of you and reward you for giving us this support. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Goodbye for now and remain blessed. Many thanks for watching today's video. A big thank you to all of you out there for being part of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, kindly subscribe to this channel. Subscribe now as a way of giving us support. For notification about new videos, click on the bell icon. You will find the bell icon. Click on it so that whenever a new video is uploaded, you will be instantly notified. If you have actually enjoyed the video, like and share the video with your friends and relatives. This is very important. If you have any comments, leave your comments below. Any questions, any suggestions, we would gladly receive them and respond promptly and positively to them. See you in the next video. I look forward to always seeing you.